switching over to the boys' power rankings. I like this part because we get to rate the teams and talk about how good and bad they're doing. We're doing pretty good, guys. I'll tell you right now. We're going to be moving up a little bit, folks.
Yes.
But before we get into the number 10, because we always just do the top 10, nobody gives a flying doodle about 25th or 26th. I want to give a few honorable mentions to teams that just didn't quite make it. First honorable mention, I think that the Mariners are certainly emerging as a team to be reckoned with. Ty France looks pretty good. That offense looks pretty nice right now. I could see them in a few weeks, if they continue to pick up dubs, they could be on this list.
Could crack it.
The Brewers dropped out. That's more of a statement about the teams that are ahead of them, though, because I still think that they are 9-7, 9-6, or something like that. It's just like there's a lot of good teams right now. I still think that the Brewers are going to end up on this list sooner rather than later. But for this week, they're not in the power rankings. And then last honorable mention.
I wanted the Colorado Rockies are 10-5. I mean, they have a better record than one team. That's a few teams actually that are on this list. But it's like, I just don't buy it.
I can't do it.
I don't buy it.
I can't do it.
I can't put Colorado Rockies on the top 10 power rankings.
No, not yet. Honestly, if we get into next week and they're still like kicking ass right now, like if they go like 4-2 this week or like 5-1 or something, they'll be on the list.
Oh yeah.
They'll be on the list. I don't buy it just quite yet, but they're close. They're closing in. With that being said, so coming in at number 10 on our power rankings, we got the St. Louis Cardinals. They have a 9-5 record. They've been pretty good, man.
Yeah. Arenado's looking good. Everyone's looking good. I don't know, again, because they're in the NL Central. I'm the Blue Jays in the AL East, so they look good. I mean, I was looking at them last week. I'm like, oh, they're starting to pick it up, and they're leading their division, so that's what's really
they're also fourth in pit, like just ERA as a team right now, so it's like their pitching is certainly putting up when it needs to.
Incredible.
Coming in at number 9, we have the team that we almost swept, couldn't quite get it done, the Houston Astros. They dropped like a stone.
They dropped
this week.
7 spots on our rankings. I mean, you got beat by the Jays, and we were behind, so we go ahead. And what's the record now? 6 and
it is
7 and 8.
7 and 8 right now, and like that's not super convincing, guys. I do imagine that the Houston Astros are going to be an incredible team once again. They will figure it out. But we watched them this past weekend, and like, their offense, like, it's all kind of spluttering right now. The Verlander is very good. Luis Garcia is pretty good, even though we did put up 5 runs on him.
We killed him today,
but it's like, this team's just not been super-duper Astro-like to start. They're going to figure it out. But for now, they're number 9.
Yeah. Number 8, we got the Atlanta Braves, who are losing a lot of spots. They dropped 5 spots. Their record's not looking good either.
No, they're 7-10 right now, and they're just not really putting it all together. I imagine this is going to change, though. Obviously, the World Series champs, and pretty much everyone on that lineup is doing pretty good. Like, I own a lot of those guys in fantasy, and like, I don't really understand how they're 7-10, because in fantasy purposes, it's like Olsen's good, Ozuna's good, like
Austin Riley's good.
Austin Riley's good. I'm just like, how are you guys 7-10? But they are 7-10, and we can't really ignore that, so we have to drop them down to number 8.
Yeah, probably the pitching. Who knows?
Probably.
Number 7, we got the San Diego Padres, who weren't even ranked on this list, and they were the team that had the worst record than the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah. They're at 10-6 right now. Still very, very good. They're actually 4th in their division.
Crazy.
It is crazy. If Colorado wants to be good this year, like if they actually are legit, I don't know how, like they win like 85 plus games, that division is going to be very reminiscent of a AL East sort of division. Like you could have a scenario where it's like a team gets 90 wins and does not make playoffs, ends up in 4th spot. Because at 10-6, how the hell are you 4th? I don't understand.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Number 6, we have the Tampa Bay Rays, who are falling more spots. They're falling 2 spots. However, they had a nicer bounce-back week. They went 9-7, but they've fallen because of the teams that are already ahead of them.
Yes, exactly. This is more of a statement as to the other teams that we're going to talk about. The Rays are still a good ball club. I want them to lose more games than they are. They just refuse to. I cannot wait until we play them and just knock them around, show them who the real AL East boss is, because as you guys know, I hate the Rays. I hate the Rays.
I know, and they're getting help, though, from their new young sensation, Wander Franco.
Yeah, Wander Franco's been pretty exceptional for them, and he's going to be their Vladimir Guerrero Jr., which kind of I hate to admit. Number 5 is another AL East team. We got the New York Yankees. I think for 2 weeks in a row, we put them like 7, 8, 9 or something like that. They have convinced me, though, that the New York Yankees are pretty good at baseball. Their offense exploded today for a 10-0 victory over the Cleveland Guardians. And I know that Cleveland Guardians are like nothing to like write home about, but they actually have the third best offense,
third best batting average
in baseball right now. Like just phenomenal. So then to put up a 0 on them, and then also to score 10 runs on them, like that's pretty convincing.
Because the Yankees pitcher right now is third in baseball with an ERA of 2.57. That's scary because that's something part of their team that like we all think is bad, but it's really good.
But it's actually very, very good.
It's one of the best in baseball. It was one of the best in baseball last year. It's going to be one of the best in baseball this year.
And that 2.57 ERA, I don't even know if that includes Garrett Cole's last start.
No,
and
I don't think
probably includes him being crap. And today he put up 6.2 shutout innings with 9 strikeouts. So like if they get him back doing good, Nestor Cortez continues to be elite. This could be an actual team to
I know. Worrisome. Worrisome.
Number 4, we got the San Francisco Giants. We were sleeping on them a lot. We can no longer do it. 11-5.
Wow.
I don't really understand, man.
I don't know. I mean,
they have the second best pitching in
That's how they're getting it done.
So.
They continue to pitch. Their offense is still decent from what I've been hearing.
I think that I think that a narrative that needs to start coming out right now is clearly the coaching staff over there and just the whole mentality of that clubhouse. It has got to be one of the best in baseball because you look at the guys that they have, and that to me, somehow they put it together with a bunch of dudes that I don't think should be putting it together. And that speaks to the coaching. That speaks to the mentality that's over there. So,
and they got, good team. They are a very, very good team. And number 3, an even better team, is the Toronto Blue Jays, who are moving up 3 whole spots on this ranking.
I'm going to be honest, guys. Like, we weren't overtly convincing. And when you look at the pitching stats, when you look at, like, the batting stats, we're not super high. We're not super high in either of them. But for me, what it comes down to is that we're winning the close games that we did not win last year. And we went 4-2 on the road against 2 really good squads. That is a statement right there. We were 1 inning away, 1 home run away from sweeping the Astros in Houston, right? Like, this is a really good ball club right now, and we're not even firing on all cylinders.
No.
I think that we're just going to get better and better.
Yeah, and we're injured too, right? T.O.'s out. Jansen's out. We have Ryu's injured. I know Ryu's on anything, but he's injured. But what's really surprising, and the biggest reason why we're winning these close ball games, is our bullpen is severely improved. We have like a sub-3 ERA in the bullpen
They are
this year.
pretty phenomenal, right? And that's why we're kind of worried about overworking Romano, because we want to keep it the way it is right now. Like, we don't need these guys like come May. It's like, oh, everyone's so tired and we're falling apart. Because that's when we're going to start falling down these rankings and losing these close games. We need everybody to stay energized, ready to go.
Absolutely. And number 2, and I hate to say it, but it's the New York Mets. They continue to win. They jump 5 spots. What is their record right now?
Actually, I wrote down 11-5, but during this podcast, as we've been doing it, I got an update. They are now 12. They got 12 wins to their name.
Good.
They have the most wins in the major leagues right now. Wow. They're just a really good team, guys. And it feels like Lindor is coming back. He's
back,
figuring it out. It's like Alonso's really good. All of the people that we thought were going to be good last year are now good this year. And they don't even have DeGrom yet.
They don't.
So it's like once they get, probably the best pitcher in baseball back on their team, I don't know how we're going to be able to stop these dudes.
We'll have to see them in the World Series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's literally like just somebody else get them out.
Someone else take them out, please.
Somebody else get them out.
Well,
it could be these guys, though, because number 1 on the power rankings, the only team I think that has remained the same in this entire list is the LA Dodgers. They're doing what they are expected to do. They currently have the best pitching in baseball with a 2.24 ERA. Let me repeat that. 2.24 ERA as a team. That's stupidness. That's dumb. Just really dumb, right? And they are 10-4 on the season. They're gonna dominate. It's Dodgers, ridiculous. Man. It's the Dodgers being the Dodgers.
They could be there all season long.
They have a whip under 1.
They have a whip under 1.
That's dumb.
Is that the only team? That's got to be the only team. Yep, that's the only team
with a whip under 1.
That's incredible.
Stupid.
They're gonna be there all year. 10-4 record. Wow.
Yeah.
Go Dodgers. Go. I guess.
For real. Dodgers are pretty good at baseball, as if you guys didn't already.
Yeah.